Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Tuesday, April 25, 2023. Today on The Young and the Restless, Sally and Adam learn their baby's sex. Ashley asks Tucker to move in with her, and Jack berates Chance. In his suite, Tucker calls Victor, who is on his way into society, to tell him the contract's signed and the deal is finalized. Victor will transfer the money into his account as soon as they hang up. He congratulates McCall on no longer having ties to anyone. Inside society, Ashley complains to Abby about Jack trying to save Diane. She couldn't stand it anymore and told him his obsession with the woman will ruin the family and the company. His response was to once again tell her to move out. Abby hedges that maybe Jack is right, and she should move out. Ashley accuses her daughter of taking Jack's side. Abby just wants her to have some peace of mind. Ashley won't let her brother kick her out of her home. Abby excuses herself to go to the kitchen. Ash gets a text from Tucker, who is packing in his suite, leaving today. "Have something for you. Will you come by?" Nick and Sally enter her suite. She looks at the photos in her hand and marvels that this is just amazing. It's a miracle they can take pictures of the baby, her baby. Adam enters, also holding a photo, and agrees it's incredible. "I can't believe we're having a little girl." Nick shoots him a grim look. They all sit, and Sally and Adam fixate on the ultrasound photos. Adam thinks she's sucking her thumb. Sally agrees. Nick makes remarks, but they ignore him. When he mentions the baby being loved by the entire Newman family, Sally says she isn't sure she's ready for that. Adam suggests Nick let them enjoy the moment before raising the issue of the Newmans. Sally agrees that their little girl will have love. Some may say she'll have more than her fair share. As Adam and Sally giggle over the redhead referring to their daughter as Chamomile, Nick gets a text from Victor wanting to meet ASAP. Sally tells him if it's work, he can go. Nick nods. "I probably should get it out of the way." He'll call her afterward. Nick asks Adam if he's walking out too. Adam will stay. Nick leaves. Once alone, Sally perches on the arm of Adam's chair and teases that their little girl looks more like her. Adam marvels, "Our girl. Our baby girl." At society, Chance is more fired up than ever to find Stark. Christine thinks Michael is looking for him too and wonders if he's having better luck. On the patio, Jack meets with Lauren and invites her to go ahead and say it. "You hate me for convincing Michael to take Diane's case." Lauren couldn't hate him, but wished he'd gotten another defense attorney. She reveals they can't even talk at home because anything could lead to an argument. Lauren could use a friend right now, and she guesses Jack could too. He details the chaos at the Abbott house and says Allie even moved in with Noah to get away from the tension. Tracy was the smart one and took off for New York. Lauren misses Phyllis every day. Jack nods. It's a big loss for a lot of them. Lauren doesn't see a resolution that will give them any peace. Jack turns and looks inside at Chris and Chance. At society, Victor tells Abby that her mother ran off. Abby complains that she and Jack have turned the house into a war zone over Diane, and she suggested she move out. Nick walks in, and Abby leaves them to talk. Victor informs Nick that he's just closed the deal to acquire McCall. Adam will run it, and straightening things out will be a big undertaking. He wants Nick to join his brother at McCall. Nick replies, "You cannot be serious." He has a great job in the family business and has zero interest in working at McCall with Adam. Victor understands, but Victoria has Nikki to back her up. Adam is about to embark on a difficult job, and he wants him to help. Nick insists it's never going to happen. Victor reminds him he told him that he, Adam, and Sally get along, so why can't he do the same for the family? Nick notes him bringing up Sally again and calls this an all-time low. Victor tells him to sit back down. He's not done yet. In Sally's suite, Adam doesn't want to say anything to upset Sally or Nick. He'll stay in his lane. Sally muses, the daddy lane. She asks how he feels about having a little girl. Adam loves it, but he's baffled. "I have no idea about little girls." He wonders how he'll be able to say no to their daughter. He's going to be wrapped around her finger. Sally replies that at least he has parenting experience. Even with Christian, there is nature and nurture in how a kid turns out. Adam's glad they're having a girl as there's less of a chance of him screwing the kid up. Sally asks, "If we had a boy, you'd be worried he'd turn out like you." On Crimson Light's patio, Lauren talks to Jack about how hard all of this has been. She cries that she wanted to pick up the phone and call Phyllis this morning, but she couldn't. It was a horrible, pointless death. When he called, she could hear Phyllis urging her to get herself out of bed. How could she be gone? her spirit, and her never-ending energy. What are we going to do without her? Tucker lets Ashley into his suite, surprised that she came. Ashley takes in his bags being packed on the bed and asks where he's going. He muses maybe Sri Lanka or Peru. He's sold McCall, and there's nothing left for him there. Ashley says, "You're quitting." She asks what he has for her. Tucker shows her on his phone that McCall's debt has been paid back with market interest. Game over now. Ashley calls him a coward for leaving. What about Devin and Dominic? Tucker says his son wants nothing to do with him. Ashley moans about him slinking off. It's unattractive. She had a plan to redeem him. Tucker doesn't need to be redeemed by her. Ashley says, "Heard," and turns to leave. Tucker asks her to wait. He tried with Devin and with her, and it didn't work. He chuckles that Dom may be the only person in town who doesn't hate him. There's no place for him in Genoa City. Ashley counters, "There may be a place for you. Why do you move in with me?" Tucker grins, "Move in with you? What the hell are you talking about?" He complains, "I opened a vein to you the other day, and you shut me down. Now, you want to be roomies." He calls her a game master and declines. Ashley clarifies he'd have his own guest room. Tucker says, "If there's nothing else." Ashley implores him to stick around and try to fix things with his son and grandson. There also is unfinished business with us. She concedes he was right about her putting walls up. When she sees him packing, she's not ready for him to go. At Crimson Lights, Christine asks Lauren if they can talk for a moment. Jack watches them go to the patio, where Lauren unloads on Christine about being so angry with her husband for defending that monster when he and Phyllis were so close. Christine says it wouldn't be her first choice for a case, but she has a job to do and she's doing, just as Michael is doing his. Inside, Sharon looks on as Jack angrily confronts Chance over arresting an innocent woman. He insists that if he finds Stark, he'll find the murderer. Sharon intervenes, as does Christine. Jack sniffs, "Things aren't always as they seem," and walks out. In Sally's suite, Adam thinks Connor and Christian have turned out well in spite of him. Sally reminds him he's learned and grown and knows how to love. Connor is smart, kind, and funny, just like his father. Their daughter will be perfect. Adam will do his best to put aside his insecurities for her and his baby girl. Sally sighs that she'll need a strong dad. She may inherit her worst traits. At society, Victor says it may be because he's getting older, but he wants his sons to stay together. If they work together, that might happen, instead of competing for a woman whose only skill appears to be pitting one brother against the other. Nick says that is not what is happening. Victor insists he's just too close to see it. She has both of you where she wants you. Nick doesn't appreciate being patronized and tells his father that he should focus on the fact that he has a new granddaughter coming and stop playing these games. Victor gawps, "Granddaughter?" Nick says that was not his news to share, it was Adam's, but they just found out this morning. Victor muses, "Cozy." He thinks Adam must be excited. Nick says they all are. He suggests Victor take a step back until the baby is born and he falls in love with her and forget everything else. Please. With that, he walks out. In Sally's suite, she tells Adam she was a terror as a girl. She worries she can be impatient and that their daughter will hate her. Adam hushes her and assures her she'll be smart, sensitive, and funny as hell. She'll get all the love she never got from her parents. He suggests they save the crazy-making until after she's born. Sally already loves her with all of her heart, but the responsibility is huge, scary huge. Adam reminds her she won't be alone. Girl dad is right here. Sally worries about the endless judgment ahead from Nikki and Victor. Adam promises to fend them off, and so will Nick. Sally's grateful, but she thinks there is one Newman she loves to the moon that they should include in this soon, Connor. At Crimson Lights, Sharon tells Chance she's sorry Jack jumped all over him. She can see why he was rethinking his job. Chance tells her this case has changed his mind. There are people in this town who don't respect the law. He's tired of being yelled at and second-guessed. Sharon notices this had really lit a fire under him. Chance says he'll do whatever it takes to get the truth. Phyllis and her family deserve that. In Tucker's suite, Ashley tells him it's monsoon season in Sri Lanka. He's not for staying so she can continue jerking him around. Ashley confesses that she may have been a little hasty the other day. He pushed buttons she didn't even know she had. Maybe we can make it work. Tucker muses, under the same roof. Tucker thinks she wants to use him to stick it to Jack. Ashley is frustrated. It's like she has to beg him to move in with her. She suggests they consider it a grand experiment. If it doesn't work, he can fly off to his monsoon. And if it does, Tucker muses, I don't know why, but when you say it like that, it's such a turn-on. Ashley asks, "So, do you accept my offer?" Tucker has to have some assurance that she has real feelings for him and isn't just screwing him around again. Ashley cries that he broke her heart in ways that she didn't think possible. She swore to herself that she would never let him get close enough again to hurt her. When she bought his debt, it was okay because she could control him. When he said he was leaving, she thought that would be better, but she was wrong. "I really don't want you to go. You paid off your debt, right? The playing field is level. Why not play?" Tucker needs her to admit she wants him as much as he wants her. "You can't do it, can you?" He starts zipping up his bag. Ashley walks over and says, "Look, She pulls him into a passionate kiss. And Sally's sweet. Adam thinks this situation might be too confusing for Connor. He wants to handle it responsibly and needs to talk to Chelsea about the best way to handle it. Sally says, of course. She mentions Christian. She could talk to Nick about that, or they could all discuss it together. Adam chuckles about the negotiations of the modern family. This little girl is going to be loved every day of her life. At Crimson Lights, Jack returns and breezes past Sharon and Chance to the patio saying, "I'm not here to cause trouble. I forgot my tablet." He then listens as Chance takes a call and says, "What have you got?" Then reacts, "What? No." He asks, "Are you sure?" And then sighs, "Damn it." Once he disconnects, Jack asks if the call has to do with Diane's case. Chance would like to know that as well. Jack asks what that means. Chance says they found Jeremy Stark, dead. Next on The Young and the Restless, Victor strikes a deal with Adam, and Nate receives a tempting offer. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.